Hello and happy Saturday. This is the Saturday between Good Friday and Easter Sunday, the waiting day, if you will. And I thought we'd try something a little bit different rather than just do a basic catch up. One thing I've noticed selling lamb is that not everybody knows what to do with every joint, and there are some things that people don't gravitate towards because they've never tried cooking it before or preparing it before. Same goes for me. So I thought we'd try something new together. So we have got here, this is a lamb breast or lamb belly, depending on where you're buying it from. It would get called a different thing. It's the same thing. This is the breast and flap, so it's got a bit extra on it. We do like to be generous when we portion this up. This is, as you see here, this is just over 1 kilo, so this is 1.346 kilos. And we are going to attempt together to bone it. I've never boned a lamb breast before, but we're going to attempt to bone it, stuff it, season it basically, and then roll it. Now you are supposed to have string to tie it. I could not find any string. So I have two options from various things that I've seen. I am soaking some it just turned off for no reason. Excellent. I'm soaking some skewers as one option to like pin it together, but I'm also thinking before I skewer it, might wrap it really tightly in cling film to hold it together overnight. Actually, okay, so this is what, this is what it looks like out of the packet. Now, I know you can't see my head, but I'm trying to get the lamb in. I've watched a grand total of 1 YouTube video on how to do this. Come along, let's have some fun. Now, the first step they said was to cut this bit along here, just this very, very top bit off. So I'm going to try and do that. And they said to do it with the point of a knife. Let's do this together. Got my sharp knife, right? Just the point. Goodness, 1 minute. I forgot to cut the membrane first. There we go. How sharp was this guy's knife? Oh, my membrane goes all the way up. This is issues he did say about the membrane, but he did his membrane second. Seriously, these butchers on the YouTube, they make it look so easy. Anyway, while I do this, because this might take me a while, let's talk about sheep. How are all the sheep doing? Let's think. The boys are doing great. They're pretty solid. Just getting on with life over in their field. Oh, goodness gracious. I need a sharper knife. Yay! The ewes are all doing good. We're still waiting on Sally, but I don't think it's going to be that much longer, you know, guys. I really don't. I'm hopeful that the next video, I'll be sharing really good news about Sally. and we will officially be done lambing, which would be amazing. I also have ordered, I think I need to take a bit more off here. I have ordered the ear tags. So they are, look at that piece of fat, taking that off. They are on their way, which would be amazing, because the plan with the ear tags is when we ear tag the sheep, as long as the weather is not atrocious, which we all know it can be sometimes, which makes jobs a lot harder. There we go. Am I supposed to take it off the bottom as well? I don't think so. He didn't. I plan to take a picture of each of the lambs as I ear tag them. Also, I've just realised there's that much alcohol in the background. We are not alkies. Like, don't be worrying about me with being like under the influence of a knife. I don't actually drink. Which probably makes Rob sound like an alkie. We get gifted a lot of alcohol, and then that will take us several years to get through. Like actual years. So, next step. Now we've taken that bit off. There is on here, I don't know if you can see it very clearly, this fine membrane. Let me get really close so you can see. Bit of a membrane on there. Apparently, next off, I have to remove the membrane. This is another job that they made look really easy, and I think it's probably actually going to be harder than it looks. Because it's just on everything. Oh, I'm going to go in here and get it. Let's see if we can get this out here. Because he cut it and then he's like, you won't be able to get it in one. I don't think I'll be able to get it in about 6, but you know. Oh my goodness. Look at this. It's like when you put PVA glue on your hand when you're a kid and then peel it off. Anyway, while I rip this off a lamb. Oh goodness, am I supposed to be taking this much off? I mean, he said this step was optional, but recommended. I'm going to go with maybe we don't do it this time round. Although, I don't know. Apparently, it can make the lamb shrink back when you cook it. But as I'm rolling it, I'm not sure that's much of an issue. What do you reckon, guys? Should I keep sitting there trying to peel all this membrane off? Or should we move on to the next even more challenging step? Oh, I should probably move on, shouldn't we? Because I don't think. I mean, for hours. How do you do that in one fell? Like, he literally did it in 2 pieces, just pulled and pulled. It's insane. I've got like, I don't know how much membrane I've got to peel. So much membrane. You know what? I think we should just move on to the next step, which is boning, the actual boning bit. Now, excuse my nasty hands. For this bit, we've got all these bones. So what I'll probably do is do a couple with you and then leave you in peace while I finish it, and then we'll go. Now, he said you just draw a little line. You can see where the butcher's already started it. A little line down each side, and then they should just pull out. I'm not gonna lie, guys, more and more I'm thinking we just take the bony bit off and just roll the non-bony bit. But we're gonna give this a go. Let's give this a go. Come here, knife. Like this one's, so just the point of it is like, you don't need to go that far. There will be cartilage, but you want to leave as much meat as possible, so bone them individually. Which bit is bone? Oh my goodness, this is a lot harder than they make it look on YouTube. I'm not gonna lie. I know we're on YouTube, but still, this is a lot trickier than they make it look. I can understand why people don't want to do this. I've also been told that you can, no, because that's just going to chop off the whole. If you roast it rather than roll it, I snapped the bone in half, guys. This is not going well. If you roast it rather than roll it, then the bones just pull out. Which I'm not going to lie, sounds like a bit of a better option, because all I've done there is make a hole in my... Right. Change of plans, guys. Give me a second. Guys, I've had a think and a reshuffle. We are going to do something a bit differently. Instead, we're going to remove this section of bone from the whole thing, and we'll cook that section separately, probably in the pressure cooker. I've heard that works really nicely. And just roast it off in the pressure cooker until the bone falls out, because I am not a butcher. So if you do choose to get a lovely one from me that has not been boned, because I will not be offering that service anytime soon, at least not until I've learned a bit more about how to do it. I do know from butcher videos, you do nice slow cuts. Goodness knows what I'm doing here. Poor lamb gave up his life to be butchered by me. I might ask the butcher next time I go how to do it, because this does seem like I'm doing it very wrong. I came in with all the confidence that you get after watching a single video and then realised that confidence was very, very misplaced. But that's half the fun of trying something new, isn't it? You try, you learn, you fail, you move on with your life. Oh, goodness gracious. What have I done here? I don't know. I'm going to cook all this. Don't worry. This will not go to waste. I don't know who this was from last year. Maybe this was Bellatrix. Oh, she was such a good lamb. Right. There you go. I deboned it. I just did it my way. So this is all the bony bit. I will roast this down. It will be delicious. I'll make pulled lamb from this. It'll be phenomenal. That's over there now. And then this, along with our fatty and bone bit, this bad boy is what we have left, which I think still looks lovely. This is why we sell breast and flap, guys, because the flap doesn't have any bones in. And if you make some minor adjustments, as I just have done, you're good to go. Now, I'm going to season this, and then you can join me for a roll-in when I tell you a bit more about the ear tags. That's what I was going to tell you about. Welcome back to Roll O'Clock, now that it is all seasoned. So we've got the onions, the herbs, and the salt and pepper on here. Now, I put the onions on first because I cooked them in loads of oil, so it all went. So we're going to try and roll this, and I'm going to tell you about ear tags. I'm just going to turn it so I can roll from this end. Now, I realised in the other videos I've been talking a lot about ear tags, and that some of you might not have any idea what I'm going on about. So sheep in this country, the UK, have to have electronic ear tags. Well, they have to have one electronic ear tag, and depending on what their journey through life is going to be, they have to have a visual tag as well. So they have an ear tag, which is a bit like an earring, bit of lamb, and they have one in each ear. Onions, stop jumping out, please. So they get a yellow one, and that's their electric one, and that one has to be yellow. And then they get a visual one, which you get a range of colours you can choose from. And we like purple. So we will be going with more purple ear tags. Oh, this is unrolling really fast. So let me get some cling film. Yeah, so basically it's so that if they ever are off your property for any reason, they can be scanned, and their ear tag will give them all the data they need to know to say this sheep comes from this farm and is looked after by this person. So all my ear tags that I put on my lambs have our holding number on them and the flock number. So they are all registered to me. And then when we send off our movement licenses to, who do we send them to? DEFRA or APHA? We send them somewhere. I do know because I do it every time. I just have forgotten. We send off our movement licenses and they update the tag information. So for all the ones that came onto our flock, whilst they don't have our herd number on their tag, if you scan the electronic one, it should give you our herd herd number, flock number. To be fair, with sheep, you can use herd and flock interchangeably. So yeah, so it's a legal requirement for the sheep to have them on by 6 months old, I believe it is. I would need to double check that. However, we like to put them on sooner rather than later because we've already had to respray the lambs where they are growing out of their spray paint, and we like to know exactly who their mums are, where they come from, so we can track who has given us the chunkiest of chunky lambs, and other breeding details that are slightly more important. But a good chunky lamb when you are rearing for meat is an important factor. Oh. Guys, we did it! Oh god, we've done it! Check this bad boy out. I mean, you can't really see the curl but look at that. So yeah, that is ear tags. That's why we do ear tags. Do you reckon another roll of cling film to be on the safe side? Maybe like one more. Yeah. I know. I can hear all your environmentally friendly people going, that's not a cling film. Yes. Yes, it is. My husband wishes to cling film his tractor tyres. I think that's a bit more cling film. I think we've got other people to worry about. And it's not often I use this much cling film either. Not often at all. But yeah. That is ear tags. If you have any more questions about ear tags, feel free to ask me. It does hurt them a little bit, but no more than getting your own ears pierced. And as it's a legal requirement, I can't really do anything about it. Tight. Super tight, like compression sock tight. And then it should almost work like a press. Like press it together. And then tomorrow, my plan with this bad boy is to unwrap it after it's spent the night in the fridge. 1 minute. There we go. My plan for this bad boy is to unwrap it once it's spent the night in the fridge, so it's rested and chilled out and kind of stuck together a bit more. Skewer it with my skewers to try and hold it in place. That should be amusing. I'll then cut the ends off the skewers because these are really long and now dripping on me. And then you want to braise it for 2.5 hours. So I'll probably go 2.5 because this is a nice chunky roll now. Yeah, you want to braise it for that long. Which is a long time. But we're going to eat dinner. Like we'll have our roast, all the trimmings, in the evening because Rob's at work all day. So we'll do that. So yeah, thank you for joining me, trying something new. If you're a bit wary of a piece of meat off an animal, give it a go. Seriously, I mean, yeah, you might end up roasting your bone bit because it's easier than boning it. But, do you know what I mean? Just give it a go. It's fun. Find someone to do it with you. If you wanted to give this a go, we do still have some breast and flat available. I highly recommend just chopping that bit off and roasting it. And also, if you want to see how this bit turns out, I will post a picture of our roast dinner on my Instagram tomorrow evening, so you can have a look over there. I'll try and remember to put my Instagram handle in the description. If not, just look for Bryony GW. Okay, I'll pop up, but it's a weird name, so I'll try and put it in the description. But yeah, hopefully next video we won't be in my kitchen, and hopefully I'll have pictures of a new lamb that's come out of Sally. We shall wait and see. Until then, super happy Easter. Thank you for making this rolled lamb with me, and I will see you soon.